Today we are going to start the new chapter, Shapes and Angles, chapter 2. The fishtail chapter is completed in detail. Many worksheets are given. In the next class, we will discuss Google form also on the fishtail. The new chapter, Shapes and Angles. Till now, many mathematical shapes you might have seen in your maths textbook or in the regular day-to-day life also, you might have seen many mathematical shapes of two-dimensional and three-dimensional. Like circle is a two-dimensional, sphere is a three-dimensional, rectangle is a two-dimensional, cube and cuboid are the three-dimensional objects. Three-dimensional means there will be three units: length, breadth, height, all this. So in normal life and also in the mathematics textbook, you might have seen different shapes like this. You all know what is the name of this. It is called a triangle. It is a closed curve. Circle. This is also closed. Rectangle. Square. Parallelogram. It is called trapezium. If all sides are equal, it is called rhombus. So you might have come across the names of these mathematical shapes. In this chapter, we are going to study in depth about these mathematical shapes. For example, rectangle or square. What about this? How many sides will be there? Any relation between the sides? Are sides going to be equal or not? Are they going to be parallel or not? Are they going to be perpendicular? All these properties we are going to study in detail in this chapter. Though we know many of these concepts, in a systematic way, we are going to study this. All these are called different mathematical shapes. And if you look at the shapes, all are closed. You can ask, when I'm talking about closed shape, is it possible to have open shapes also? Yes. Look at this. This is called a parabola. Parabola is open from this side. It is open. So there are some mathematical shapes which are open also. Okay. So in detail, step by step, we are going to study about this chapter. For that, I want to share one PowerPoint presentation. Okay. Chapter 2, Shapes and Angles. Stop doing nonsense. Otherwise, we will remove from the class. Shapes. Shape can be defined as the form of any object or outline or boundary or outer surface. Say triangle is a boundary. Triangle is the boundary of a field. Circle is a boundary. Square, rectangle. So shape means it is an outline or boundary. We can find different basic shapes such as two-dimensional. Two-dimensional means square, rectangle, they are two-dimensional. Three-dimensional means cube, cuboid, cylinder, sphere, prism, which occupy some space, which will have some volume. They are called three-dimensional objects, which occupy some space. They are called three-dimensional objects. See, in the day-to-day life, the different shapes what we discuss, the credit card or ATM card or debit card, which is in the form of a rectangle. Okay, ring, circular, photo frames. Okay, see, all this window, house, If you look at the topmost of the house, you can see the triangle there. Here star, buildings, rectangular shape, flower pot, which looks like a cylinder or a frustum. So mathematical shapes not only in the math textbook, in the regular life also, you can see objects which are in the shape of some mathematical shapes. Open shapes and closed shapes. When it is not completely closed, you can look at the left one, it is an open shape. Right one is completely closed shape. Dhanush? Dhanush, what do you want to say? Why you raise the hand? Open shapes and closed shapes. Mathematical, generally we deal all closed shapes only, except one or two like parabola. Closed geometrical shapes can further be put
Sir,
in.
shall we write?
No need to write. I will tell, then only you have to write. Just listen. Today is the introduction
Okay.
class. No need to write anything. I will tell when it is required. Till that time, only listen, concentrate, and read. Closed geometrical shapes can put further in the two board categories, namely two-dimensional, three-dimensional. So as I said, generally we discuss with the closed shapes only, like square, cube, circle, sphere. All these are closed shapes which we deal in our syllabus, which we draw on the board or paper. Open shape can be defined as a shape or figure whose line segments or curves do not meet. They do not start and yet at the same point. Open shapes means they will not meet. See, suppose parabola, initial point and end point, they will not meet. Whereas in circle, initial point, terminal point will meet. Rectangle, initial terminal points meet. They are called closed curves. This is open curve where they will not meet. Whether you draw line or not, they will not meet. So that is about open curves. And of course, we are not going to discuss any open curves in our syllabus. These are the closed curves. Not only mathematical, some different diagrams also are given here. Closed curves. Closed curve can be defined as enclosed shape whose line segments are connected or met. They start at the same point, end at the same point. Two-dimensional shape. Two-dimensional shape can be defined as a flat plane figure or a shape that can be two dimensions length and width. We can classify the figures on the basis of the dimensions they have. Circle, triangle, square, rectangle. All these are the examples of two-dimensional. Two-dimensional figure means which can be drawn on a paper or board easily. Circle, rectangle, square, all these we can draw on the board. Sphere we cannot draw on the board. Sphere, the shape of the sphere we can guess, but exact sphere we can't draw because that occupies some space. It is having volume. Cuboid also we cannot draw on the table, on the board or on the paper because that occupies some space that will have the width and height also. So two dimensionals can be drawn on the board with three dimensionals not. Three-dimensional shape can be defined as a solid figure or object or shape that has three dimensions: length, width, and height. Length, breadth, and height. Three dimensions will be there. Best example is cuboid, which we discussed in the chapter. In fourth class bricks chapter, you have seen, no? Length, breadth, height, all are there. Some three-dimensional objects are mentioned here. Cube, rectangular, sphere, cone, cylinder, all these are three-dimensional objects. Three-dimensional objects means which occupy some space. So these are the different shapes. The name of the chapter is shapes and angles. So whatever I discuss now is not the new topic which already we have discussed. Coming to lines and angles. Line and angles. If you have the protractor in our geometry box, with the help of protractor, we will find the angles between lines. Point, lines and angles are the basic concepts of geometry, which collectively define the shape of an object. Example, combination of points, lines and angles is a rectangle which has 4 vertices defined by point, 4 sides are shown by lines, and 4 angles are equal to 90 degrees. See, if you want to explain about a rectangle, you must use the word line and angle. Rectangle is a shape. To describe about rectangle, you need the help of the mathematical words called lines, angles. So lines and angles are compulsory to describe mathematical shapes. So that's why shapes and angles together chapter. They are not two separate topics. Together, they together give a meaningful concept. If you want to say about rectangle, how you will explain about rectangle? Rectangle is a closed figure formed by 4 lines. So you are using the word lines here. Rectangle is a closed figure formed by 4 lines, and angle between 2 lines is 90 degrees. 90 degrees. So you are using the concept angle here. So angle between two adjacent sides is always 90 degrees, and it is a closed figure formed by 4 lines. Then only it is called a rectangle. So if you want to explain about rectangles, you must use the concept of lines and angles. Okay. Point. Without the mathematical meaning of this, you are using the word point, line. You all are doing practicals also. You all are doing drawings also. But actually, what is the meaning of point? Point means it is exact location. Point has no size. It is only exact location. That is a point. When two lines intersect, you will get a point there. Intersection of two lines is a point. And when you draw like this is a point. And when ABCD is a rectangle, that means ABCD are the 4 vertices, 4 points. Each point is denoted by capital letters of English alphabet. That is the meaning of point. Point means exact location. Line, what is a line? Line is a one-dimensional figure which has length, but there is no width. Line means just line. No width for this, but it will have some length, no width. Line is made. See, it is joining so many infinite points, points which are collinear. It joins all the lines. So line means it is combining many points. This is the initial point of the line. This is the terminal point of the line. Then it is called a line segment AB. Line can be defined as a straight set of points that extended in opposite direction. It has no ends in both the directions. Line is different, line segment is different. Line segment means it is fixed. Just a line means this is the line. Line you can extend in any way. You can extend in any way. And line has no width, no thickness. It is having only length. When you have only one unit to explain, it is called one dimension. There are different types of lines we will discuss in our syllabus. See, this is called horizontal line. This is called vertical line. horizontal line, vertical line. If two lines are like this, parallel. Parallel means they will never meet. If angle between two lines is 90 degrees, they are called perpendicular lines. See, it is given. Horizontal lines, vertical lines, parallel lines, perpendicular lines. This is called horizontal line, straight direction. It is called horizontal line. This is called vertical line. Bottom at the base and
Vertical line.
up. Horizontal line. This is called vertical line. Two lines which never meet, they are called parallel lines. Parallel. Symbol used like this, parallel. Line AB. Suppose the name of the line is AB and the name of the line is PQ. We write AB parallel to B. This symbol indicates parallel in mathematics. AB parallel to PQ. Like this, we mention about parallel lines. Perpendicular lines means lines intersect such that angle is 90 degrees. They are called perpendicular lines. Symbol is this only, perpendicular. Perpendicular is, that is symbol for perpendicular line. Parallel lines, perpendicular lines. You know all these concepts, you are using it. You are using it, but now we are studying as a systematic chapter. Line segment, I have told you, AB is the line segment here, which has a fixed points, end point and first point, fixed points. The length, suppose if it is 10 centimeters, it will not change. 10 centimeters, a fixed length is called a line segment, which has end points. What is ray?
Right. Yes, on right.
What is ray?
Sir, a ray has a point.
Ray has initial point and there is no terminal point.
Sir, the line can extend.
Yes, it can be extended one side only. It can be extended to one side, but initial point is
One side.
A ray is a part of a line that has one end point. Starting point will be there and it can be extended endless ray. For example, torch light. The light starts from the torch and it goes based on the battery's strength. It can go up to any angles. Using protractor, we are finding angles. Till now, we discussed about the lines. Now, angles. If we have the protractor, suppose this is one line, this is one line. In between, this measurement is called angle. This measurement is called angle. How to find the angle? I think you know how to find this using protractor. Take the protractor. You can find the midpoint of the protractor. The midpoint of the protractor to be placed at this point, and this base must coincide with this. When the base coincides with this line meet the measurements here somewhere. So the measurement 0, 10, 20, 30, 50. So if this line coincides with 50, then 50 degrees is called the angle. This is how we do. Using protractor, we find the angle. Protractor is an easy method. Protractor will be available in our geometry box. You can see it is in the shape of moon. Angle can be defined as a figure formed by two rays. This is the angle. To measure the angle in degrees, we use the protractor. Protractor diagram is there in the PPT. You can find the protractor in your geometry box. You please concentrate, nothing to write here, you only listen. Introduction class. In the next class, we do all the problems and everything. Today, listen the what we are going to study in the chapter. Okay. In the protractor, you can see the line, base line. This is the center. Okay. You can see protractor, there will be two measurements. If line is this side, this measurement. If line is this side, then other measurements we use. Inner scale, outer scale. So based on the line shape, if you are finding from this angle, start from 0 here. If a line is from this side, then 0. You can see this in the protractor. Parts of an angle. This is the angle. This line is called R. This line is called R. This is called vertex. And this is the angle. Vertex is always denoted by capital O. Okay. Angle is always between two rays, between two lines. In our regular life, you can see where angle will be formed. You can see between the hands of scissors, hockey stick, chair. Chair means you can see 90 degrees here. Hockey stick, this is the angle there. Whenever two lines are possible, always you can find the angle between them. This is the most important thing. I request you to write this. Write this in your notebook. Please write.
We will write what? This page.
Write this in your notebook. Types of angles.
Sir, shall we write?
Yes, write.
Sir, straight angle, obtuse angle.
Whatever is there in the slide, please write all of them. Please write all of them. Please write in your classwork.
Pen. Sir, actually, I know this. Pen, black pen. Sir?
What more? What is your doubt? You write this, I will explain later. You write this. You complete this, I will explain later what is the meaning of this. You first write all this. Acute angle, right angle, obtuse angle, straight angle, reflex angle, full angle.
Sir, we should write types of angles. No?
You write this in your class work. No need to ask again and again. Write all these in your class work. Write all these. I will explain later one by one.
So we should write this. Sir, shall we write pen?
Yeah, you can write with pen, pencil, your choice. I have told you no. Why you ask always repeated questions?
Sir,
Yes. Yes, what is the doubt?
Sir, we can write with pen also.
See, on very first day only I have told you, you can write with pen or pencil, the blue or black. Why again and again you people will ask instead of just wasting my time? You can write with pencil, pen, blue or black. The choice is yours. Don't copy again and again.
Sir,
Yes.
the heading is types of angles.
Huh?
The heading is types of angles.
I'm not getting.
The heading is types of angles.
Is there no types of angles? I wrote here also types of angles. Heading is already there. Why you ask again? Don't have minimum common sense. I wrote the heading here. The heading is there in the screen or shared also. I told you to copy this space. Why you ask repeated questions? Just you are wasting my time.
Sir, over you can write. So over you can
Yes?
over you write.
Okay, no problem. Please wait. It is done. Please wait.
Okay, sir, wait.
Yes. No hurry. It takes time to write. Write slowly. No hurry.
Excuse me, sir, side please. Sir, side please.
Why? Don't write anything which I am writing on the board. I have not told you to copy on the board. I have told you to copy the screenshot which is there. Types of angles, write the definition. That's all. What is on the board, no need to write till I told you.
फोन देखते सारा
Different.
पापा मेरे पास है तेरा.
Parents, please keep quiet in the background. Students, please mute yourself. See, types of angles we discussed. Acute angle means angle which is less than 90 degrees. It is there on the diagram. Also, I wrote on the board. Acute angle means the angle which is less than 90. Which is less than 90 is called acute angle. Right angle means which is exactly 90 degrees. Obtuse angle means which is more than 90. Up to this is 90. If you go like this, it will be more than 90. Straight angle means complete angle on the line is called straight angle, which will be exactly 180. You can see the protractor, 0 to 180 will be there. If you look at the protractor, the total angle, 0 to 180 or 0 to 180. Straight angle means. Reflex angle means more than 180. See, if this is acute angle, outside angle is called reflex angle. Reflex angle means which is more than 180. Full rotation, complete. Above one straight angle, below one straight angle. So 180 plus 180, which is 360. 360 is called full rotation or complete angle. The complete angle 360. If this is removed, the balance will be reflex angle. Reflex angle means 360 minus this acute angle. So these are the examples for the definition. Acute angle is the angle less than 90. Right angle is the angle which is exactly 90. Obtuse angle is the angle which is more than 90. Straight angle is always 180. Reflex angle means more than 180 or 360 minus acute angle. Full rotation means 360 plus 360. 180 plus 180.
Sir, you will send PDF.
Sir, over.
Sir, you will send PDF.
There is no PDF. It is a PowerPoint presentation. And there is no need to write till I told you. See, you have taken
180 plus 180 plus equals answer, sir.
So you can send PowerPoint also, sir.
PowerPoint will not be sent. Concentrate and listen, that is enough. Acute angle, whatever I have told you in detail is there. Acute angle is a measurement which is less than 90 degrees. If you draw two lines like this, you can see angle 30, 45, 60, whatever it may be, which is less than 90 will be the acute angle. Where you can find this acute angle in our real life. In your real life. Suppose pizza is there. If you make pizza 5 parts, 6 parts, 7 parts, then you can find the slice of pizza. This angle will be always acute angle. If you take a wall clock, the timing, suppose 2 o'clock, the angle between two needles, they are very near, so angle will be less. If they are very far away, then angle will be more than them. So in the day-to-day regular life also, you can see angles. Example, pizza is the best example. Right angle. Right angle means 90 degrees. 90 degrees where we have seen. 90 degrees also can be seen in many places like square, rectangle. All these places you can see the 90-degree angle. Wherever L shape is there, there you can find 190 degrees. Every L shape gives 90 degrees angle to you. Every L shape. The chair, what we see, the chair, you can see L shape there. So if you observe clearly, definitely you can see the angle, right angle, the regular life, rectangle, square, all this. Mute yourself. Why you are making noise? Examples of right angle, L shape. Wherever L shape is there, you can see the chair. Laptop is there, we keep in L shape and we do the work. Wall clock,
Okay,
3 o'clock. Exactly by 3 o'clock, you can see L shape there. So you will have 90 degrees. Windows, all this. Ruler, scale. All these are the real life examples for 90 degrees. So it is not that 90 degrees or angle is only seen in the mathematical textbook. In the regular life also, if you observe your surroundings, L shape, wherever L shape is there, there 90 degrees you can easily see. In fact, 90 degrees is the angle which you can feel more number of times in your surroundings. In the corner of your home, in the wall corner, L shape will be there. What is obtuse angle? Obtuse angle means more than 90. If it is 90, L shape.
Okay, sir.
This arm is folded like this, then you can see definitely
Okay, sir.
more than.
Bye, sir. Okay, sir.
Who is saying bye, idiot? Who is saying bye? Huh? Selvin? What are the examples of the obtuse angle? Real life examples. Real life examples of this. You can see the shapes wherever you have more than 90. You can see the obtuse angles. Four examples of 4 different timings of wall clock are shown here. You can see and measure. Definitely you can find these angles. The first one you can see acute angle. Both the handles are very near. If they are in L shape, you can see 90 degrees. If it is more than L shape, third one, obtuse angle you can see. If they are like this, straight, you can see 180 degrees. So all these 4 angles you can observe easily in the wall clock. Look at the timings. Angle between the minute hand and hour hand, easily you can check. There, acute angle, right angle, obtuse angle, straight angle, all these angles you can see. Four different structures are here. 4 different angles are mentioned here. How to match this? See, look at the clock. Clock is 6 o'clock. Straight line is there. So it has to be 180 degrees. Slice of a pizza, it is definitely acute angle.
Is it homework? Homework.
Look at these 4 angles. Can you give the names to them? 40 degrees. Less than 90, acute angle. More than 90, obtuse angle. Exactly 90, it is right angle. 61, less than 90 again, acute angle. 180 means straight angle. 180, straight angle. Whatever I discussed, this is the last question. The remaining we'll discuss in the next class. Here I am going to describe about one angle. Name the angle. Okay. You name the vertex and arms. Here, what is the vertex?
Sir, M.
M is the vertex. What are the arms? Arms means
Sir, L and N.
And this
L,
is
sir. L and N. L and N.
M and L M. M is the vertex. M N M L are the hands. The next one, S is the vertex.
Sir,
Arms are S R and S T.
S R and S T.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So still many topics are there to discuss. How many angles you will get here, how many angles are going to get here. All these are there that we will discuss in the next class. Still so many topics to be covered. So till now, whatever is discussed based on that one simple worksheet, I am going to share afterwards by the evening. So you please complete the worksheet and the class recording will be posted in the YouTube. Whatever the topics you are not able to follow, you can go through. Introduction class, so except the definitions, no need to write anything. I will share the worksheet and please complete the worksheet. Worksheet will be very simple. Identification of the acute angle, obtuse angle, only simple basic things I am going to explain. In the next class, we will discuss in detail what are the properties of triangle, what is the meaning of equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle, right angle triangle. All these in detail we will discuss in the next class. Okay? So that's for today's class.
Bye, sir.
Any doubts you can ask.
Bye, sir. Thank you, sir.
Or
Bye, sir. Thank you, sir.